gonna be there, right? I'm like, be where? You know, we thought the cookout because they were supposed to go to Donny Park this weekend. Like all they don't have the money for everybody to go, all the kids and all that. So he's like, nah, we're not going. I'm not going to just So Denise, all of them was gonna go, and Denise was like, yo, listen, we don't got the money. Let's put this money into having a big ass cookout. The only one, because Ant Man saying he want a cookout. He been saying that for the minute. Yeah, just with him and the family. Him, Kalina mom's Dodie, Kalina mom's girlfriend, grandma. Nah, say he ain't even invite them. He ain't in his feelings about them. He and his feelings bad. Nah, but I get it though. It's not even a secret. The way
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen, as we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USF's offense will be first on the attack. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Crosses the 40. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The RPO, it's complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
So Navy's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Navy will have to punt it away. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And I love it when quarterbacks attack the whole field. Nice job using the sideline. When you attack the middle of the field, those safeties very much get involved. So do the linebackers. You get a lot of one-on-one matchups towards the outside. Nice job throwing it towards the sideline, and the receiver making the big play down the field.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Takes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Bulls have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to barge their way in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. Run it with the fullback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Horvat. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Nimrod. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. On the move, it's Franklin. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with 2nd and long. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Singleton. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Brown wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite. Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the fullback. Shakes off the defender. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Back to pass, it's Horvath. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! Extra point here will tie the game.
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On the option. Oh, he's got some space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Gets it out quickly.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Off play action. Gets it out fast. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and... From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives him a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Norton. Brings into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
It's a running room. He's at the... and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Florida.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
There he goes. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Horvat. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He's loose on the right.
This game is bullshit.
Shipman. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What has this defense got?
He's going for a big play downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. The throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going for it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Under fire. Heaves it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for space, it's Norton. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too.
Oh, he found a space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense. Now you understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Horvath. They're working that left side. Runs through a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. they go to the ground. Slithers into space. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Navy! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Ready to try the point after.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Bringing the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
With the catch, it's Chapman. Powers through. Touchdown, midshipman. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. On it. fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets the back moving. Brown wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got his man to the left. Breaks into the open. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Brown will throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. He might want another play. From the gun. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The midshipmen with terrible field position, deep in their own territory, trying to work their way out. Goes to the option. Powers through the defender. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Line getting set on second down. Sends it back in motion. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here comes the heat.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
On the move, looking for
Yeah, as soon as Stacks pulled me, I need to start doing some bug shit, bro.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really
Playing my league game, playing my league game, playing my league game.
Having to move the ball
I'm playing
down the field
GE game. I'm down right now.
consistently and
The
then getting
Army
stopped
fucking
on
these
fourth
niggas.
downs. You're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of
I said, yeah.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
I said, yeah, twice, bro. I said, yeah, twice, bro. Damn.
For 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
DB's right up on the receivers. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fights off a defender. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking to pass. It's Horvat. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. With the catch, it's Hutchinson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Absolutely perfect.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertical.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger